The Los Angeles Lakers have one more shot to go ahead and win a championship with this team. And that's what I'm here to do today. I'm going to break down why the Lakers have one more chance to go ahead and win a championship with this team and why it's very important with this Lakers team going into the future. So before we get into it, make sure you drop a like and subscribe and let me know who your favorite Laker player is all time, and let's get into it. So let's start off with the first reason why this is like the Lakers' last chance. LeBron James. He's 39 years old. He has one more year left on his contract that's actually like a contract year. Next year he has a player option, and after that he's a free agent. Of course, we all know LeBron James wants to play with his son, and Bronny just declared for USC this year, so he has to play there because of the one and done thing rule in the NBA. So definitely I think Bronny's gonna end up just declaring for the draft after this year just because he's LeBron James' son. Come on now. So that's why the player option's there, because if Bronny ends up getting drafted to another team, he's gonna decline that player option, become a free agent, and head it to whatever team Bronny's going to, unless the LA Lakers can somehow cook up something and have Bronny come to them, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Of course, LeBron wants to go play with his son, and LeBron's gonna go to whatever team his son is on. I think the Lakers actually need LeBron to go ahead and win a championship, because after LeBron's gone, he's like one of the greatest players of all time. So you're gonna need a player like that to go ahead and win a championship and have an easier chance and a higher chance to go win a championship with LeBron James. So that's why I think this might be the last year for the Lakers to go ahead and go win something. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I do not think Anthony Davis can lead this team to a championship. I just can't see him doing that. With him being hurt all the time, going in and out the lineup, I can't see Anthony Davis playing a full healthy year and leading the Lakers to the finals. I just can't see it. They're gonna need LeBron. I truly think this is the Los Angeles Lakers' last chance to go ahead and win a championship. They're gonna need LeBron. They're gonna need everyone. This is their last chance. Now, I'm gonna break down the team this year and break down what they did in free agency, because honestly, they could potentially have a good chance to go ahead and win this year. It all depends on some certain things. So let's get into the roster. Of course, the Los Angeles Lakers got LeBron James, one of the greatest players of all time. Last year, he was actually hooping. Last year, he averaged 28 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 50% field goal shooting. Just don't look at his three-point shooting. LeBron was actually balling last year, and he actually played well. Honestly, in that last game that they played, that game 4 versus the Nuggets, he actually had 40 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. He was looming a 40-point triple-double. So honestly, I'm not worried about LeBron going into next season. LeBron is going to be LeBron. The one thing you could say you could be worried about is his injury history now. He's starting to develop a little bit of one. Like last year when he suffered that foot injury versus Dallas, it kind of like lingered throughout the year. You could kind of see maybe like it was a problem. But LeBron James, as long as he's healthy, he's going to be good, and LeBron James is going to be LeBron James. I'm not worried about him. They're definitely going to need him to go ahead and win a championship. This man, one of the GOATs. The Lakers are going to need Anthony Davis. I know he comes in and out the lineup all the time, and it definitely irritates me just looking at it. I'm like, this guy needs to be a superstar, and he keeps going in and out the lineup. They're going to need this guy to go win a championship. We saw flashes last year in the playoffs. This man can hoop in the playoffs, putting up blocks, rebounds, and points, just all around elite balling in the playoffs. They're definitely going to need performances like this from Anthony Davis in the playoffs if they want to go ahead and win a championship. Like I said, the one thing that is concerning is AD's injury history. This man loves getting hurt, but when he's healthy, and we saw flashes of it last year, when he's healthy, he can truly hoop at an elite level, and he's definitely a great number 2 on this Lakers team to have. Last year in the regular season, AD averaged 25 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and 56% field goal shooting. This man's also great at blocking. This man is a great player when he's healthy, and he's definitely gonna need to be here and be healthy for the Lakers to go ahead and win a championship. I know it's not looking like likely that he's gonna be healthy, but if they have him, they have a great chance to go ahead and winning a championship. They're going to need LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Those are going to be like the 2 core pieces for this team, and the 2 core pieces to have this team go win a championship. Some of the huge moves that the Lakers did this offseason was give Austin Reaves a 4-year, $56 million deal, and that deal was amazing for the Los Angeles Lakers. As we saw last year, this man Austin Reaves was a hooper last year. In the playoffs and towards the end of the regular season, Austin Reaves was a huge awakening for the Los Angeles Lakers, and a huge reason why they went to the Western Conference Finals, because of this guy. This guy can ball, and he's a great shooting guard for the Los Angeles Lakers to have. He's a great shooting guard for this team. As you can see in his playoff game log, there'd be games where he's just 20, 20, 23, 21, just simple stuff like that. A 20-point player like that to have, especially in the playoffs, is honestly just great to have for your team. Austin Reaves is a huge piece to this Lakers team, and will definitely be a huge piece if the Lakers go ahead and win the championship next year. They're going to need him. Of course, they also got guys like Jarrett Vanderbilt. He's a huge defensive piece for the Los Angeles Lakers, that huge defensive presence for them. Him and Anthony Davis are great defensive players. They also have Rui. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name because I'm I'm probably going to say it wrong and I'm probably going to get slandered for it, so I'm just going to say Rui. Rui was actually a really good piece for the Lakers last year after they traded like a whole bunch of second round picks for him. Everyone was like, well, this is random and weird, but actually it turned out being a great trade for the Lakers. And you saw, especially in the playoffs, like the first game of the playoffs, the Rui dropped 29 points, which is like, oh, wow, this guy Rui is actually a nice piece for the Los Angeles Lakers to have. There's been some games where he's like 19, 20. He's kind of like Austin Reaves, but he's a little bit more inconsistent, I would say, in dropping those 20-point games because he did have some duds. But I think Rui is actually a great piece to this LA Laker team and is a great bench slash, I guess, maybe starter piece if somebody's out, but he's actually a great bench piece, and I actually really like Rui, and I really like what Rob Pelinka did at the trade deadline to get some of these pieces. Now let's get into the biggest question in my opinion for the Los Angeles Lakers going in the next season. Who is gonna play starting point guard? Because honestly, it's gonna be a battle, because we all saw D'Angelo Russell last year. He played well until the playoffs came around, and then it just all went downhill. D'Lo was not looking the same. He was just not playing good. He was missing shots. His field goal percentage was down, and it was just horrible for D'Lo. So they go ahead and re-sign D'Lo this offseason, but they also bring in Gabe Vicent, and Gabe Vicent was a great piece and a good piece for Miami to go ahead and to go to the finals last year. So there's going to be a battle at the beginning of the season and probably in training camp. Who is going to be the starting point guard? Is it going to be D'Angelo Russell or Gabe Vicent? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But honestly, in my opinion, I think it's going to be close, and I think honestly throughout the season they might go ahead and go a little bit back and forth, because I do think Gabe Vicent is going to win by a little bit, especially when playoff time comes along. I really think Gabe Vicent is going to be the starting point guard, because we saw D'Angelo Russell in the playoffs, man. He was just horrible. He did not look like the same thing he was in the regular season. But I honestly think it's going to be close. I think they could potentially throughout the season go back and forth, but honestly when it comes playoff time, I'm starting Gabe Vicent, because we saw D'Lo in the playoffs last year. He was unplayable and he got benched because he was just unplayable and he's just not good in the playoffs. So honestly, I personally think Gabe Vicent is going to end up winning this battle in the long run, and I think that's just the smart thing for the Lakers to do, to have him play starting point guard instead of D'Angelo Russell. So answering the question, do the Los Angeles Lakers have a chance to go ahead and win the championship next year, as this being their last shot slash last chance in my opinion? Honestly, I look at this team and I think this team is good enough. Yes, like I said, I talked about all the positions and stuff. They have a good enough team. They have great pieces. One thing though that is concerning is the injury history with LeBron and AD. They're getting older. If they're not on the court, this team has no shot at winning a championship. And the other thing that I'm a little bit concerned about, which if this team is fully healthy, the West is so good. Like, we still got the Sacramento Kings here that are up and coming up. Golden State technically is still a team, even though I don't really expect them to go ahead and have championship aspirations next year. Phoenix, I already made a whole video on them. I'm not getting into them again. The Clippers fully healthy, I know it's a big if. They could potentially top the Lakers. I know it's a big if. I'm not going down that road either right now. The Denver Nuggets still exist though. They're clearly the best team in the West. And they got beef, as you can see. The head coaches, they get a little chippy. You can see them talking back and forth in the media. So honestly, if we do get a rematch Western Conference Finals next year, Denver and Lakers, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens, because these teams are already developing a little bit of a rivalry between each other. So if they do, go ahead and have another repeat of the Western Conference Finals last year, I think it's going to be very interesting. Do I think the Lakers have a chance of winning the championship next year? Yes, I do. I think they have a chance, but it's not going to be an easy path. Like I said, there's so many teams in the West. It's not going to be easy. Do I think they have a chance, though? Most definitely. They got LeBron James, Anthony Davis. Like I said, they got a good team. They definitely got a chance. And in my opinion, like I said, when LeBron leaves next year, it's just not going to be the same team. I don't think AD is going to be able to leave it. And I honestly think this is genuinely the Lakers' last chance to go ahead and win a second championship with LeBron James. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe. It really would help out the channel. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And if you could please watch these two videos right here. Great work by me. I hope y'all can enjoy them. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope all of y'all have a nice day.